Shut up and sit down.
Welcome to Wednesday Latino Part 3. Trying to get better at this. Anyway, I'm just irritated today. Really irritated. I got more energy yesterday. I was pretty tired. Woke up today. My back was terribly hurting. I could barely make it to the shower. Got a hot shower in. My back feels better. My wife took care of me. And I'm good to go. But I wanted to talk about Beto today. Beto. Everywhere I drive, Beto. But here's one thing y'all don't understand. For every Beto sign you see, there's about 20 of us. So don't get, all happy about what you guys are doing with your signs. So remember that. You see a sign, go times 20, times 30. That's you surrounded by Red Sea, son. Yeah. Dallas may be blue. City of Dallas may be blue. That's why they're all messed up, all that corruption. I used to work there, I know. I saw things. Anyway, Beto. Just want to know about Beto. Everybody's posting off. Some of these people are posting off. And look, I don't hate nobody. Okay, don't. Everybody always tries to say, "Oh, you hate people. You just hate people. You hate everybody. You hate Obama. You hated Obama." I didn't hate Obama. I hated what he stood for. Abortion. Number one. That's my main issue. What's your main issue? For Ted Cruz, what's your main issue? What is it? He hates Mexicans. He hates Latinos. He is Latino, so he hates himself? My goodness. Please, people, don't believe all that. I don't hate anybody. The policies we're talking about. We're not talking about personal stuff here. You can get personal. It is personal sometimes. Beto. My God. What does Beto stand for you? Please tell me. I want to know. But you can't, because I don't see anything new. What new has he brought in? What? Hello? What has he brought? Nothing. He talks about the civil rights movement. Okay, 1964. He talks about the bombings. Well, not the right bombings. He talks about, everybody agrees with what happened in the 60s, Vietnam, the civil rights movement. I mean, we've come a long way from there. Just look at everything, like I said before. Look at senators. There's black senators. There's Hispanic senators. City of Dallas is full of minorities. You hardly see any white people in places of power in Dallas. Just like in Detroit and these other cities. They're run by Hispanics and blacks. Nothing wrong with that. Who cares what color they are? If they're not doing a good job, they're just not doing a good job. Not because of your race. That's what people have to understand. I don't get it. So everybody's posting on Facebook. Not everybody, but some people are posting on Facebook about Beto. Oh, I went to go see Beto. Look at me in my pictures with Beto. He's got his sleeves rolled up and he's got a loudspeaker. Give me a break, please. Just don't understand it. I mean, see, we people are like onions. We're like onions. Just like Shrek said. You peel away, you peel away, you peel away. What do you find in the end? You find out what they're made of. You find out what the core is. What is your core? Why do you vote Democrat? And I just imagine asking some of these people, and the thing is, you can't ask them out there because they'll cuss you out. They'll call you a racist, number one, even though I'm brown. They'll call you a bigot, homophobe, xenophobe, whatever phobe, jalapeno phobe. I love jalapenos. How can you call me a jalapeno phobe? I love jalapenos every day, all the time. So I don't understand. So if I could get one of you crazies in a room and ask you why you're voting for Beto without all the hype around, what would you say? Well, let me answer it for you. I know exactly what you would say. You would say, number one, okay, if you're Hispanic, you would probably, well, it depends on what generation, but I'm 43, so let's say you're in your 60s or 70s, you're going to remember the old days, and, you're going to talk about Kennedy, where Kennedy was actually a conservative for the standards. So right there, you lose. So if you're younger, I guess my age, Generation X. Let me get a cup of my tea here. Sip. Love that tea. Mint tea is so good. Anyway, so what I'm saying is, what would a Hispanic say? Latino. And you say, well, what kind of? See, here's the deal. When you're talking about race, it complicates things. Like, I'm talking about race because I want to, not because I have to, like Democrats. What I'm saying is there's all kinds of Latinos, right? There's Puerto Ricans, there's Cubans, El Salvadorians, whatever you call them, Hondurans. There's all kinds, and you can't. We all have our different things. We have our foods, we make food different. We speak Spanish different. So you people trying to lump us all in one thing is just ridiculous. Hispanic, Latino. What does that even mean? I'm American. I'm proud of where I come from. My dad's from Mexico. He came on I don't know, I get different stories. He was here at 14, got a job, bought some houses and stuff. But anyway, back to what I was saying is, what would you say if I had a group of Latinos, Hispanics, let's say Mexican American, okay? Just to be clear, Mexican American, Oak Cliff style, legal to vote. Not talking about your Theo that just came over here. I'll ask you that. And what you'll probably say is, F Trump. F Trump. That's what y'all probably say. F Trump. You didn't even know who Trump was, or if you did, you wanted to be like him because he is so rich. But it's just frustrating. It is. So you would say he's F Trump, number one, and then I would say, okay, explain to me exactly what you think about Trump. What do you hate about Trump or Ted Cruz? Well, he's a racist. He hates Hispanic people, and he separates children. He separates children from their families. Oh my God, please. Planned Parenthood has been doing that for ages. They've actually been tearing away babies from their families and totally murdering, dismembering babies from their families. If you want to talk about separation of families, Obama did the same thing for years. Well, he deported my cousin. He deported my cousin. He just got here and he got a job and he was doing good. He wasn't in Salvatrucha or MS-13, and he got deported. Well, you know what? Obama deported a lot of Mexicans too. Oh yeah, it was on the rise. George Bush did too. Which I hated George Bush too. Man, I hated Bush. But see, the difference between Bush and Trump is Trump defends himself. He really does. He really defends himself. And there's no going back from that. But again, what would you say? What would you Hispanics say? Like I said, Mexican American, Oak Cliff, Dallas, Texas. What would y'all say? Y'all, I mean, those are the top things you would say. Is number one, he's a racist. He hates Mexicans. He wants to build a wall when we don't need a wall. Well, Mexico has a wall. Mexico has a border. And the only reason Mexico's let these people in is because it's political. It's way political. Somebody paid those people off. They all have new backpacks. This has been said before. It just looks suspicious to me. They have one where the truck pulls up and this girl in the back of the truck is working hard. I mean, she's like throwing those snacks out. She's throwing that water out, all that. It's a vehicle. You're going to tell me someone in a third world country said, oh, let's go feed these people. Let me grab this truck. Let me pay for the gas. Let me grab like 10 trucks, 10 people, thousands of dollars worth of snacks and whatnot. And let's pass it out to the poor migrants that are coming from the other countries, from a poor country. God, you really believe that was spontaneous? That takes a lot of money. I don't know who it was, but it's I'm pretty sure the cartels, the Democrats, and the Mexican government had a lot to do with it. Because if the Mexican government wanted to really stop these people, they would have stopped them a long time ago. Yeah, they're way south and they got a long way to go, but they can make it, trust me. Look, we'll stick with the subject. What else would you say? What else? Well, let's see. You probably say, my parents voted Democrat, so I'm going to vote Democrat. Well, we all know that a bunch of Hispanics are Catholic, right? Oh, did I just touch the subject? Catholic? Oh, don't you talk about that. Don't you say anything about Catholicism. Not talking about Catholicism. You can believe what you want to believe. Just as long as you believe Jesus died on the cross, that's cool with me. And you don't even have to believe in Jesus. I'll talk to you some more. Maybe you'll become a believer. Because I believe he did die for me. And you. Anyway. So I brought up Catholicism. Because a lot of Hispanics are Catholic. And a lot of Catholics believe in Jesus. Catholics, Christians, a lot of Hispanics believe in that. A lot of Hispanics from Mexico that came here. My mom was Catholic. She converted to Christianity. But my question is, if you're Catholic, you're against abortion. It's the Pope said so. I don't think that he's changed that. He may have changed some other things. But what I'm saying is Catholic. What beliefs do they have? It's against abortion. That's all I got to say. And you're voting Democrat and they're for abortion. That is their baby. You don't talk about abortion. That's women's rights. Women have the right to tear babies out of their womb. No matter how old they are. It's the way I see it. And they won't talk about the actual procedures. They won't talk about that or the effect on women. Or they won't talk about what Margaret Sanger wanted for, Planned Parenthood, or what her total goal was with abortion. But we won't go there right now. So, we're talking about Beto. We're talking about what a Hispanic from Dallas, Texas, voting for Beto would say. since I don't have somebody here. Not yet. I will, though. Hopefully. Maybe not. Too scared. So what would Catholics say? Maybe we'll get one in here and we'll go through the questions. But like as I said, we believers in the Republican Party, in the Conservative Party, there's reasons why. There's reasons why. And I believe Democrats and Republicans, we all have our core. Once you peel away that onion, and you get to the core, you get to the beliefs. And that's what it's about. It's not superficial. And it may be a superficial issue, but it goes down to the core. Everybody has their core. Every single voter goes and votes for a reason. And that reason is a belief. Where does the belief come from? It comes from a lot of places. Some people just automatically vote Democrat just because they really don't know why. They have no reason why. They can't explain why. They just do it. Or they do know why, they just don't want to tell you. So, we're like onions. So you peel away, you get to the core. You get to the core of what we are. And for me, and a lot of conservatives, we see, here's the deal. We don't hide what we really believe in. We tell you straight up what we believe in. Beto is a liar. Straight up liar. He doesn't tell you exactly what he believes in. He doesn't tell you how far left he is. He wants to be moderate and nice and just like Obama. He wants to be Obama, but unfortunately, he doesn't have Obama's talent. Obama's a very talented man. He's talented at speaking. He's got the voice. He's got everything when it comes to trying to sell something to you. And he knows how to sell the Democrat Party to you. Not to me. I ain't having that. But Beto O'Rourke, or whatever his name is, he just doesn't have it. And he looks awkward. Very awkward. If you look at his videos, he has these jerky, weird movements. He rolls up his sleeves and his nose is real sweaty. His neck is just swelling like a tree trunk with branches. Hate to say that, but it's true. Anyway, I have some more of my tea here. So back to O'Rourke. So what I'm saying is he pretty much doesn't tell you the truth. Ted Cruz tells you everything he believes in is true. You can see it in his voting record. You can see it in everything he does. It's right there. Look him up. Look what he's done. Look what he's voted for. Look what he stands up for. Everything we stand up for. Our gun rights, religious rights, prayer in the school, lower taxes, getting rid of the estate tax, the death tax, better schools, school vouchers, just all around lower taxes. There's I can go on and on, but Beto, he stands for these issues that are out there that are just issues that are on the emotional level. Like he says, there's cops out there killing black people. Yeah, there is, but they just happen to be black. And there are people that have gotten shot because they've struggled to, they struggled with the police officer's weapon. But we have to understand that it's not, cops are not targeting black people. That's a lie. So that's a lie. he talks about, he stirs up emotion on race. I mean, it's a big racial thing he carries with him. He's always talking about race this and race that, and how cops are bad and the military. You know, he's always the military. I respect the military, but that's what Obama would always do. He'd always say, I love the military, but I like the cops, but, you know, killing an unarmed black man. No, that doesn't work. So everything he represents does not represent me at all. But the thing is what it represents doesn't represent the Hispanics in the community either. We're family oriented. Yeah, that I don't know the statistics on Hispanics getting abortions, but I know it's not as high because I believe we're more family oriented than that, and our beliefs don't match up with the Democratic Party of today, with homosexuality, with transgenderism, I mean, come on, we're known for being macho and tough and being, you know, head of the household and working hard. I mean, if you look at the Mexican culture, it's a beautiful culture, you know, great food, parties, piñatas. I mean, come on. We invented the enchiladas, man. Come on, we invented Tex-Mex. Who doesn't love Tex-Mex? I mean, the whole thing is the border can be fixed. The Democrats and some Republicans refuse to fix this problem we have. We do have an issue with, you know, illegals coming into the community, but I met a lot of quote unquote illegals, undocumented people, and they're wonderful people. They're great people. I would come here too. Trust me. If I was living in that crap hole Mexico or crap hole Honduras, and they're not all crap. There's crap holes there, most of them, but there's places where, you know, there's people with lots of money in Mexico. There's a lot of rich people in Mexico, including the cartels. But the poor people, the middle class, the poor people, they're the ones suffering in Mexico. I don't blame them coming over here. I'd come over here too. Just give me a backpack too, and I could follow the truck. I would go. I'd be the first one out there. Shoot, get me out of this hellhole. Get me out. Be the first one there. I'll mow your lawn. I'll dig a hole. How deep you want it? How deep you want this hole? Comedian once said. And I mean, it breaks my heart. Breaks my heart. You go to Home Depot and like literally 30 to 40 people will come to you and want work. What other race of people you ever seen do that? You ever seen a bunch of white boys do that, or a bunch of black people do that, or a bunch of yellow people, red people? Because y'all love to talk about race. So I'm going to do it too. No. You only see like Hispanics, Hondurans, Mexicans, whatever you want to call them. They're the ones that are wanting to work here. And I don't see a problem with that. I would say we fix the border, figure out, you know, what to do with the people here, the good people, give them a visa, path to citizenship eventually. But we can't fix it until we fix the border. People just coming in and out, in and out. We can't have that. We just cannot have that. Every other country in the world does that. They have borders. They have, you know, you can't just come in a country and do what you want. Let's say we let in those 14,000 Hondurans. Where are we going to put them? It's going to cost the taxpayers money. Well, they're poor. That's not. What about our poor city of Dallas? Where's our poor city of Dallas? You ever been by the city of Dallas under the bridges? You ever been all those people that actually belong in a hospital? Some of them belong in a mental hospital. They need help. I'm not saying handouts, but we have programs here that are not working. They're just putting people in facilities. And I'm not talking down, talking these people that work there, because they're God bless them. I've been down there in those bridges at night talking to people. I've helped people. I've helped veterans. And most of them were poor black people. And I'm not just saying that. I'm saying it because you love to talk about race. You love it. So I can talk about it too. And that's what gets me too. You people, some of these people, rich people out there, wealthy, even middle class, sipping on your lattes, talking about F Trump and, F Ted Cruz. And, you go out there, put a little bandana around your face and go hit people while they're not looking. You hit their MAGA hat. I wish somebody tried to hit my MAGA hat. I got something for you. I do. I'm going to pray for you. That's what I'm going to do. I'll pray for you. Slap my hand. I'm going to pray for you. Because you need prayer. You need help. Somebody change your mind and your spirit. I'm not perfect. I've had my share of sins. And I'm going to continue sinning till I die, because that's who we are. But my job here is to just try to understand and let the people know who I am. Let people know who Beto is. I'm a Hispanic from Oak Cliff, and it wasn't the best places to grow up, but it was a pretty cool place to grow up. Didn't have an easy life. Ate government cheese sometimes. Sometimes we were on food stamps. Sometimes we were not. Most of the time we were not. Most of the time my dad was working a bunch of jobs. He'd bring different kinds of chips home, or whatever he worked at, he'd bring home. Be working on the car outside when it was freezing. But it wasn't Haiti poor. I can tell you that. I've been to Haiti, and that's very poor there. I think everybody should take a trip to Haiti, and then you'll see poor. Yeah, the people under the bridge are pretty bad, compared to how we live. But try going to Haiti and seeing how the people live there. And by the way, they got ripped off by the Clintons. We won't even go there yet. So Beto, back to Beto. What does he stand for? What does he stand for you? When you think about Beto, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Democrat Party, probably. First thing comes to my mind is abortion. First thing comes to my mind. Second thing, I would say fake Mexican. Imagine this. Imagine if Ted Cruz had a DUI tomorrow. Imagine Ted Cruz getting a DUI. What would the media do to him? Oh my God. And Ted Cruz tried, this had to go, MSNBC, today, breaking news, Ted Cruz caught in a DUI, running away from the cops. Has he lost his chance at winning? Will Beto O'Rourke overtake him? My God. You'd have mad mothers against drunk driving against, doing commercials against him. I haven't seen anything about that. I don't know what that group is. I don't know where they're at with Beto, because from what I've seen, I haven't seen the police report, but he did try to run away. He's a chicken. He tried to run away. I actually had a friend once who, in the Army, who told me a story about how he ran away from the MPs on a DUI. That was hilarious. Yeah, it was at Fort Bragg, 2 o'clock in the morning. He dumped his car. The MPs chased him. He took his shirt off. He had a white shirt. He took it off, and he jumped in this pond. And he said he did Rambo style. He jumped in the pond, and they passed right by him. And then he ended up running back to his barracks. And the funny thing is that he still had his keys. And the MPs came in there, and they said, "Hey, we found your car down there, and it wasn't you." And he's like, "No, I've been sleeping all night." They said that, well, the car wasn't damaged. It had all its keys and the ignition wasn't damaged. How did they drive it? And he was like, "I don't know. You tell me." And he got away with it. But anyway, so I believe Beto did take off with the DUI, but that's his personal past, and I'm not gonna hold him on that. But you would, if Ted Cruz had a DUI, that would be plastered every day for months and months. Ted Cruz DUI, Ted Cruz DUI, Ted Cruz DUI, Ted Cruz DUI. You'd see that every freaking day. You would. But like I said, what is Beto to you? What does he represent? Why are you so happy to see him? Oh my God, Beto, I'm gonna come see Beto. Put it on Facebook. Look, I'm at Beto. I'm so happy. I'm here at Beto. I'm here. He's on top of the stage, and he's in his white shirt, rolled up sleeves, and sweaty nose, and his tree trunk neck, and we're having a blast. Oh my God, he's so awesome. Ain't done nothing. That dude ain't done nothing. He grew up in a rich neighborhood. He went to an all-white boarding school. What's he know about Beto? They never even called him that. Beto. They're just using that. Oh, he was in El Paso. It's mostly Hispanic there. Yeah, right. I'd like to see the neighborhood he lived in. It was all white. Come on, man. The only Mexicans in his neighborhood were the ones cutting the grass or laying his sod or fixing his sprinklers. Come on, man. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because I do that. Not ashamed. Not ashamed to be a landscaper. It's in my blood. The Aztecs were landscapers. One of the best at it. You tell me someone that can make a lake into a land. How do you do that thousands of years ago? Figure that out. Hundreds of years ago. I'm proud of my culture. And don't tell me I'm a sellout. And I've been told that. I had to fight some of that stuff when I was growing up. Oh, you a sellout, is he? You a sellout. I ain't no sellout, punk. I know how to talk. Oh, you sellout. I wear my pants like this because my mom would beat my ass if I came home where my dad would. If I came home sagging like that and talking like that and hanging out with the people that you hang out with, I'd get beat down. Oh, come on, you trying to be white, Beto. You're a sellout. Aslan. Puro Aslan. Aslan, Mike. You know what you're talking about. You better go talk to Santa Ana. In Mexico, they gave up that stuff. Remember the Alamo. Did I tell them? Remember the Alamo, man. There was a lot of Mexicans that died fighting for Texas. Come on, man. Get real. Get with the program. So why are you voting for Beto? That's the question tonight. Beto, 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 Beto. Why are you voting for him? I mean, those are the things I can come up with that come in my mind. Although, the number one for Hispanics is going to be the border issue. Because Trump deports people. He gonna take my abuelita. He wants to take your abuelita. Trump wants to take your abuelita and her 12 stack of tortillas. He wants to take her to the border and just empty her out there in the desert where she will die because she doesn't have her tortillas. And number two, I don't know if Hispanics have number two. I think they're just stuck on that issue of the border deportation, even though Obama deported twice as many as the first did. Well, that's it for now. Another one tomorrow.